Alright, here we are. Let's start in a simple seat and just concentrate on our breath here. We're going to be breathing in through the back into our lungs. Our shoulders are down, our rib cage is down. And we can feel our rib cage rising as the tummy comes upward on the in-breath. And our rib cage coming back down as our tummy muscles contract on the exhale. We're going to do the Agni Mudra here. It's a fire mudra, just for stabilization and support. Put together index finger and thumb, join the other thumb, and just hug your right hand with your left. Really recognize the stability that's coming here from the ground upward for you. Just breathe into that support. And putting our hands together in Anjali Mudra here. Giving a little blessing to this flow that's coming. Flow for joyfulness and igniting the heart in the winter time. Offering a lotus here by putting thumbs and little fingers together and extending, spreading the middle fingers outward. Coming to the front of our mat, we're going to start with a 6-way stretch. And starting out in all fours here, coming to a tabletop position. Coming into cat and cow, we're going to inhale on the arched back and exhale on the rounded back. Really understanding this exercise as a breathing machine. And really imprinting the inhaling on the arched back and exhaling on the rounded back will help us with this whole flow. And extending our left leg backwards, going to really open our hip and stretch open that whole side of our body. Coming back on all fours one more time, cat and cow here. Inhaling and exhaling, extending the other side, really stretching as far as you can and coming back on all fours here. Going to come into a Sukhasana position as we roll over our ankles and inhale, getting ready for a twist here. Exhaling into the twist. Back to center. And as we inhale, getting ready for the other side here. And exhaling into the twist. Coming back to center and getting ready for Anahatasana. Melting heart pose. Sliding forward, the butt comes up and heart opens, the arms stay off the ground here. Breathing in as we come back into all fours here, inhaling again on the arched back, exhaling on the rounded back as we come back into downward facing dog. Going to really lift those seat bones here, push through the back legs. Get yourself aligned and stepping forward with the right leg. Stretching into the knee, stretching into the back leg here. Coming forward with both feet and coming up into Tadasana. Aligning ourselves, butt muscles and upper thigh muscles are engaged. Shoulders are down as we come up into Anjali Mudra above our head. Backs are arched as we come down, realign the pelvis, and really straighten up our posture here, recognizing the stability and the balance here. As we come back into Uttanasana, reach for our big toes, using them as leverage. We can really stretch over the knees and back into a halfway lift here as we lift the seat bones, feeling the energy come from the bottom of the spine to the top. And moving forward into plank. Butt and stomach muscles are engaged. Remembering to breathe here. And coming into upward facing dog. Heart is open, shoulders are down, butt muscles are engaged. And we're going to engage our tummy muscles as we roll through our toes and upward into downward facing dog here. Once again, lifting through the back of the legs and the seat bones. Stepping forward with our left leg. Stretching over the knee as we come together with both feet here. And into Tadasana, realigning ourselves. Making sure all our muscles are engaged, shoulders are down, rib cage is down. Tummy is tucked as we come up into Anjali Mudra. Letting our back arch naturally here and coming forward again. As our pelvis straightens up, balancing in this pose. Coming into Uttanasana, grabbing those big toes. Pulling ourselves toward our knees here. And into a halfway lift as we lift our seat bones. Forward into plank. Remembering to engage all those muscles, butt and tummy. And coming into upward facing dog. Getting ready to lift our tummy muscles in as we roll over our toes into downward facing dog. And we're going to lift our right leg. Opening the hip and bringing the heel forward here. Coming forward one more time. Stretching over the extended leg. And coming together with both feet. Tadasana. Upper thigh muscles are engaged, tummy is pulled in, shoulders are down, ribs are down. And coming upward into Anjali Mudra, natural back arch, neutralizing the back as we come into Anjali. And Uttanasana. Stretching forward, coming into a halfway lift. and plank. Remembering to breathe here. Upward facing dog. And really engaging the tummy muscles, getting ready to roll over our toes into downward facing. Other leg lifts. Opening the hip as we push our heel forward here. Coming up. Stretching over the extended leg. And both feet coming together on the mat. For this last vinyasa. Tadasana. Nicely aligned as we reach upward for Anjali. Uttanasana. Lifting the seat. Halfway lift and straight into plank pose here. I'm getting ready for upward facing dog here. Opening the heart as we come back into Balasana, or child's pose. Just taking a small rest as we breathe in and out. Sliding forward into Anahatasana, melting heart. Butt comes up. Arms stay off the ground. And coming into dolphin pose. Using your hands to keep your head steady and just gently crawling up with your feet here. Just as far as you can comfortably go. No need to overdo it. And coming back down onto all fours. Into cat and cow. Inhaling on the arched back. And exhaling on the rounded back. Just reminding ourselves to breathe throughout this flow. Getting ready for arm and leg balances, extending the left leg and the right arm here. Really remembering to engage tummy and upper thigh muscles here. Coming back to the other side. Feeling what we need here. It's really good for circulation, this movement. Very warming in the winter. And coming back into a neutral position. And coming back, getting ready for a yogic squat, Malasana. Really keeping the heart open, the shoulders back, making enough space in between those legs. And gently coming into Tadasana one more time. Aligning yourself, making sure your muscles are nice and engaged. Ribs are down, shoulders are down, and the heart leads. Going to step forward with our left here. And lifting the right leg, grabbing the toe, the big toe, and extending the right leg outward. So we keep our standing knee nice and soft, turn out to the side, and come into a half-bound lotus stretch. The knee comes down, the foot comes to the hip, and the other arm reaches around to the kidney as we bend down. In humility. Coming back up. The other foot steps forward a ways. And getting ready to do the other side. Grabbing our left toe, extending outward as our standing knee stays soft. Coming to the side as our knee faces downward. Arm comes around to the kidney and bend forward. Again, recognizing our humility here. Coming back into Tadasana and plie position. As we do the goddess pose here, Anjali Mudra comes up, our pelvis is tucked in, knees and feet are turned out. And reaching up and coming forward into Uttanasana. Grabbing our big toes one more time. And gently pushing our head, our chest towards our legs and coming back up into a halfway lift here. Reaching up with the seat bones. Coming into plank position one more time here. Engaging and coming into child's pose, Balasana. Really breathing in the earth here for a moment. And when you're ready, gliding forward into melting heart. The butt reaches way up here. And into dolphin pose one more time. And gently coming back down into Balasana here. One more time. And coming up into Hero's Pose or Virasana, making some space. We come into Anjali Mudra. And then coming into Remembrance of Union Mudra. And just remembering here, or just recalling the union with your own spirit, the spirit of the universe, and how comfortable that is, and how it is always there, waiting for you to return. And gently getting ready to come into a twist here, lifting the left leg up. There's an option to just use that knee to twist around. You could also do a half lotus twist here, grabbing the Virasana foot with the other arm as you inhale and twist into the exhale. Coming back around and gently switching the legs. Again, the option of hugging your knee and twisting around, or doing the half lotus on top of the Virasana leg. Coming around with the right arm and grabbing that toe. As we inhale on the straight spine and exhale into the twist. Coming back to the front. Coming back to the front, we'll hug both knees to the chest here for a moment. And we'll get ready for Konchasana. The left leg comes back into Virasana position as we lift the right straight up, trying to use our hip flexor muscles here mostly, not so much pulling with our arms. And coming back to the other side, Virasana with our right leg and lifting the left. Just rolling back onto your back here. Rolling those ankles, freeing those up, and coming into happy baby pose with your hands, your arms inside your thighs and your hands reaching up to your feet, making sure that knees and ankles are straight across from each other. And coming out of a happy baby, going to hug knees to our chest again and do some nice circles with our back here and just painting the mat, so to speak. Just really grounding our back here. Getting ready to lift the legs upward. Heels lead and the abdominals are really engaged here as we're taking some color from the sky, whatever color is needed today by everyone. And gently coming down as we touch the mat with our toes and painting that color on the earth. And coming back for some more color, really engaging the thighs and abs here. Picking up the color that's needed. And giving it to the earth, giving it to all of us living beings here. One more time. Whatever color it is that comes to mind, it's the color you need today. Roll our ankles here And gently come up into that boat exercise, making sure we work our hip flexor muscles, getting a point of balance and just lifting up here. Abs and hip flexors are engaged. And 2 more times, reaching up with those muscles. And coming down, rolling those ankles. And if you'd like, grabbing your feet here, finding that point of balance and just lifting up and pushing your legs through. Come into a butterfly position, Baddha Konasana, as we grab our feet here. Your thumbs can rest under the balls of your feet. And really lifting from your hips, or letting go from your hips. As you gently pull yourself downward. And basically just letting yourself fold. Next we will go for the archer's pose. As the right leg comes out in front of us, we grab onto the left foot and trying to get that foot as close to our ear, knees pointed backward, back as straight, not rounded, as we shoot forward into today, moving forward. And switching sides, knees pointed back, and shooting straight today. Coming forward into a nice Dandasana, and really stretching out that back. And getting ready to come into a half lotus seat. Just lifting the one foot across from the knee here. And we'll be doing the Fearless Heart Mudra. Interlocking the last 3 fingers as we make circles with index and thumb. This mudra is really about opening the heart and connecting with everything around us in a good way. It's about forgiveness and recognizing your own strength here. Really breathing into that mudra. And finding your heart. And coming into Anjali Mudra here, in gratitude. Switching the half lotus to the other side. Fearless Heart Mudra. So we really try to keep our back straight, breathing through the back into the chest. Rib cage stays down, shoulders are down. As we connect our heart to our hands here. And just watch our breath rise and fall. And just saying thank you here for all the good, all the blessings. And slowly coming back into supine position, laying down on our backs. Grabbing our knees, pulling them to our chest, and really making some nice space on the mat with our lower back here. Just recognizing our space in this day, and our space in this place. And coming into a bridge pose here, evening out the back before we come into Savasana. Letting go of the forehead and the eyes. Letting it all become one with the ground. The nose and the cheeks. The lips and jaw. Just falling back to that place where they belong. Shoulders are nice and deep into our mats, into the floor. Finding our breath here. How it moves our energy down our bodies on the exhale. And up our bodies on the inhale. Recognizing the beauty of our own hearts. And how well our bodies wish us. And just letting Spirit do the rest here. Just letting healing do what needs. Just recognizing the heaviness of your hips, your thighs, your feet on the ground. Sinking into the healing of the earth. Taking some more really deep breaths here. To unite everything. Gently coming up. Opening our eyes to thank you.